Hi, clock. Good morning. I think my cat just farted. What was that? He's a gremlin. Alright, today we are just gonna be working on a lot of stuff. I have a lot of things to do soon. Okay. Co-working stream, yeah. Hello, Jun. Hi, Septimus. I have to clear. I have to clear the task list from last time. Where? There we go. Hello, Luna. Hi, Danish. I'll be working on my end too. Good. That is the whole point of this stream. Have a good lurk, Pizza Man. Let's be productive together. I think that's a good time. Today's stream might be a little bit longer, depending on like. The game is the work. Actual certified beta tester. You have a license for it? Good luck with work. Thanks for the sub, Night with a Gun. Hello. What was that? Oh, that was a gifted sub from Jun. Thanks for the gifted sub. Certificate. Wait, you can actually get a certificate for this? That's crazy. I didn't know that. Hello, Night with a Gun. I took my cats out on a walk this morning. Not like on a leash and stuff. I just let them roam in the backyard. But we were bird watching. We saw a lot of chickadees. I think it's bird mating season. It's in Danish, some words you can understand. Yeah, sure. I would love to see it. Hello, Mel. Hope you're having a wonderful morning or other. Thank you. I am having a wonderful morning. The day is bright. There's a lot of sunshine. It's not that cold. It's still a little bit cold. I think it's probably around like 14 degrees Celsius. But all the animals are out. Lurkies and pickup line. Ooh, let's see what today's is. A peck on your cheek, a wink in my eye. Let's see where this moment takes us, you and I. A spark between us, no need to ask why. Ooh, a spark? It better be electrifying. I want to get electrocuted. I think I'm starting to see a pattern with the pickup lines. Like I said last time, there's a lot of words that end with I. I feel like I'm living on the sun. Septimus, you okay? Is it just really hot there? Is that why? Don't burn. Wear lots of sunscreen. I hate sunscreen. Oh, still. Wear lots of sunscreen. I'm going to delete all of this. Yeah, okay. That's awkward. Whatever. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself, guys. I'm looking at some work that I have to do. It's an off topic. Hate sunscreen too. It's hard to find good sunscreen. I like sunscreen that is very light and you can't feel it. But it's hard to find sunscreen that is like that. And even still, sometimes when you do find the light sunscreen, it still feels like you're wearing something. I don't need sunscreen. Ah! No, you do. Oh. Oh, okay. I like this one. Oh. Reminds me I'm getting kind of pale. I need to get in the sun more. When I drive to work it's dark. When I drive home it's dark. No! I feel like it doesn't matter about like the skin tone. As long as you're getting your vitamin D's and E's, whatever it is from the sun. That's really all that matters. There's also a bit of a mental thing. At least for me, whenever I see sun, I feel a lot... like my mood is a lot better. That's why on days like this, when it is sunny, I like to just go out and just stare outside. Listen to the neighbor's dog barking. Milo! He's a huge lab. Oh my god, what is my cat doing? Don't fall. He's sitting on the windowsill, but it's a tiny ass windowsill. It's not meant to be sat on. If I don't use it, I think I'll die. Are you talking about sunscreen? Don't die. Don't die, Septimus. What the fuck? A hagtuber tag? There's a lot of shade built around here, so I'm not constantly being assaulted by the sun. I think if you live in a city or live in a place where there's a lot of sunlight, it's good that the infrastructure, the architecture is designed around that. It's nice to see a little bit of history in some of the architecture in places that you visit. For example, in Montreal, right? A lot of the buildings are white stone. You don't see this in all the other provinces in Canada. It's only Montreal, and it's because they import a long time ago actually that they imported the white brick or the white stone from France. And we get a lot of old buildings in Montreal. Very, very like nice, tall, old buildings that you don't really find in the modern era anymore. It's too expensive to build. Take your vitamins. Oh, that was from 11 minutes ago. Thanks, Ep. 12 minutes ago. God damn. I completely missed it. Blech. Blech. Ow. I'll try not to die, Ark. Me too. Same here. I like it when we are alive. You know, the one thing I don't miss about living in Asia are the... what are they called? The huge rainstorms. The ones that like go up to your knees. The water goes up to your knees and you can't walk anywhere. Typhoons. You watch the cars try to go through the roads. And it's like they sprouted wings or something because of the water that's splashing right beside them. The flash floods. Yeah, those. They happen here sometimes, but I never personally seen one. What, really? I would think that they're more common. I used to see them like maybe 2-3 times a year. The 3 times was an anomaly that was not supposed to happen. Usually, I don't think. We don't have typhoons here, but we do get a lot of flash floods. It's really annoying. It could be because where I used to live, it was really close by the waters. Summers would go wild. AVD, hello. Good morning. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. Welcome to the stream where we just work. 3,580. Oh boy, you're rich. Oh my god. I think it's time I close the window. My cat's trying to attack the dog. Zembe? Last time I lost everything. I'm afraid of gambling. Me too. Gambling is not my thing. I have this expectation that I'm just gonna lose every time. And I don't really like the high of gambling. I don't like it because I know I'm gonna be sorely disappointed afterwards. Don't be afraid of gambling. Gambling should be afraid of you. I like that mentality. Hello, Clock. What's up, nerds? How did you get first in the dream realm? How did you do it? Usually I'm doing something already. Thursdays I'm helping with my aunt's daycare. Ooh. That sounds like fun. Actually, no, that sounds like torture. Kids, ugh. Sorry. As long as you're having fun with the kids. My kids suck. I agree. They're messy, they're loud, they scare my cats. My cats don't like them. And once a month, I get a whole bunch of kids coming over. And my cats are like, nope, we're gonna hide under your bed for the entire duration of the time they're here, which is usually the entire day. And then they don't eat. And then I worry. I do it because she helps me out. That's fair. I have one aunt too that I really love. She's been taking care of me ever since I moved. Kind of, in a way. But anytime I'm like, I need to go somewhere, because I don't have a car back then, she would just be like, I can drive you. Cats usually don't like kids. Yeah, they don't. I think they're too abrupt. You're unpredictable. And cats don't like that. I've had a kid cough directly in my face mid-storytelling. No! Cough back harder. Someone needs to teach those kids to cover their mouths when they're coughing. Not just cover their mouths, but like turn their heads in an opposite direction. Turn their heads away. I've tried. Oh, you're the one teaching them. Okay. Kids are funny. The thing is too is that you know they're not trying to be mean about it. Like they're not doing things on purpose sometimes. They're just naive and pure and they have no idea what's actually going on. Kids are dumb. Yep, kids are dumb. My brother is 10 years old and still won't cover his mouth. He should be old enough to cover his mouth. That's an age where everything you learn gets absorbed into your brain really quickly. The Nintendo Direct started. Are you guys watching it right now? Hold on, I want to watch it. What the hell? Wait, it wasn't last night? I thought it was last night. I forgot about it. You have work? Rick, what's that? I'll put it in the background. Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest was one of my first RPGs. Despair. I have chat closed because it usually gets toxic. Hello? Isomnium Files 3? Not Date, not again! My favorite is when he throws his porn books to distract the enemy. Wait, that's Shin Megami Tensei? Oh. Oh, that's Jack Frost. Oh, I didn't even realize. You can tell these are Switch games from the graphics, right? I like the new approach of how they do pixel art now. It's like 3D pixel. Everybody's going the Octopath route. He's just referring to Dragon Quest. Coffee acquired, now to work. Welcome back, Mel. Black coffee? We're definitely working here, by the way. Coffee with some milk? Sounds pretty good too. I like having mine with cream. Oh, it's Pac-Man? Wait, I wasn't paying attention. Pac-Man's always been a platformer. Or at least like when Miss Pac-Man came out on the PlayStation. Yeah, Zoo. We're just working and maybe we're watching the Nintendo Direct that's going on right now. Underwhelming? This is wait, what's it called? Harvest Moon! That's not underwhelming. Wait, there's a marketplace? This is my game. This is my game. You've been here for 20 minutes? What? Where? I don't see you. I don't read YouTube chat. It's not showing up for me. Huh? What's going on? Maybe not. Sometimes it shows up, sometimes it doesn't show up. YouTube chat is just janky for me. Oh, I see you now. Oh, I I see you. DVD and Azu. Yeah, it's definitely not showing up here. Hi. I'll just keep YouTube up too. It looks like Halo. Yeah, the VOD will always be up there, so you can always watch it after work too. You need to narrate for me? I think it's Metroidvania. Sorry, it's Metroid. I actually don't know. I don't know anything about Metroid. Except for the fact that Samus is the main character and you play as her. What is this, marbles? Sorry. It's still Metroid. Let me know if anything of interest. It depends on what your interests are. Like, I'm interested in Harvest Moon, and I really like... I'm probably gonna play Isomnium Files. I might play Dragon Quest. The remasters. Fire Emblem and the like. So if I see Fire Emblem, I'll let you know. Or Rhythm Heaven. Are you interested in Disney Villain Coffee Cafe? It's Disney. No, you know who would love this game? Crystal Milk Tea. This is a crystal game. Oh, Cursed Cafe. Cursed Cafe. Wait, I've been waiting for this game forever. It's been in production for like 10 years. Witchbrook. It was called Spellbound before, and then they changed it. I was waiting for this. This is my witch MMO. It was Spellbound, And then another game came out and they took the name Spellbound, so they're like, oh, we gotta change it. Now they're Witchbrook. It reminds me of Habbo Hotel in a way. Oh boy, I'm so excited. It's like MMO, I'm guessing. You get to play as an old man? Maybe this is the Silk song you guys were waiting for. It does look cool. Oh yeah, Geezer Simulator. I love how unconventional the main character is. This is not Rhythm Heaven. But I have seen this and it looks pretty good. Later today? Today? That's Tamagotchi! That's Tamagotchi! He's so cute! Tamagotchi? This is like Animal Crossing, but with Tamagotchi. Oh my god, they're so cute. Ugh. Pokemon? I never expected a Pokemon announcement in Nintendo Direct. Tepig is going to be my starter, by the way. Shit looking. I actually really like the look of it. Oh, this is just a repeat of whatever we saw in the Pokemon Direct already. I see. I do think though that despite the graphics, it still looks like a fun game. But you've been challenged. He just walks up to him. A Pokemon Battle Royale. These models will fit right into Fortnite. I think Lumio City was one of my favorite places in Pokemon. Kinda glad that they brought it back. Hello there. You wanna see? Funny little guy. Ah. There's 5 of them now. This is like... Oh my goodness. This is really cute. Wait, there's different art styles. Oh, this is Rhythm Heaven. I can't take that snap thing seriously. Uh-huh. Of course they're gonna bring something virtual digital into this. $69, nice. What is this? Fantasy Life? A second game? Mother! Good luck surviving, Azu. Oh, thanks for the hydrate and stretch. Tanya? Oh. Companion Cube, hello! Welcome in. I hope you're having a wonderful Thursday. We're just watching... Sorry, we're working and watching the Nintendo Direct right now. Gotta be working on this working stream. I am. I just have things in the background. What's for dinner? See, I haven't thought that far because it's still morning for me. The working part is not working for me. Same. I'm getting so distracted. I'm like, yeah, definitely I can work with the Nintendo Direct in the background. No, I cannot. Is this Miitopia? It is Miitopia. No, it's Tomodachi Life. Oh, okay. You're both good. Chicken salad, that's healthy. Do you want to talk? Over 10, it's been that long? It's been that long? I love this game. I'll catch a summary later, not a Nintendo guy myself. I'll stick to revisiting Battletech with you on the second screen. Yeah, another Tomodachi Life. Played the first one due to a stream playing it ages ago. It's been a while, huh? I love the quirky little features that they added to Tomodachi Life in the first game. It looks like they have it... looks like we have more of that in the second game as well. A new channel. There's a lot of stuff coming out in April. We don't have to launch our Switch to find relevant news anymore. I never thought about that. I never thought about that. I was like, wait, you're right. All of the news, the game updates, they're all on the Switch. I haven't opened up my Switch in probably over a year. The Switch 2 Nintendo Direct is April 2nd, everyone. The second one. Silk Song April 4th. Are you sure? Or are you just coping? Skonk announcement. I hate that word, skonk. See, Silk Song sounds like a very pretty word or title. Skong? I don't know. I don't know about that one. I still have work to do in Hollow Knight. Me too, Mel. There's still a few more things I have to yet finish. There's worse names? I don't want to hear it. Song is worse enough. Gotta go now, guys. See you later. Bye, Septimus. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Or a good night. If you were resting. Thanks for the head pat. One day I'll finish the White Palace. I was watching someone play it and I'm like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna attempt it. It's too scary. Omni-Man? Who's Omni-Man? And now I can focus. Me too. Now that the Nintendo Direct is over, it's time to get back to work. Don't watch Invincible? I watched... Omni-Man's a dad, right? I watched it. It got a little bit too gory for me, so I had to like stop midway. It's fun? No, it's not. Full of torture and despair. Does Mark ever get a good ending? I don't know. We'll never find out. Full of joyful, happy things. I just feel bad for the poor kid. Season 4 is weird because it didn't happen. It's a whole new storyline. I have no idea what to expect. For Invincible? I just keep seeing quotes everywhere. I keep getting spoiled from the comics. It just somehow happens that like a lot of people around me are watching it. How is a Kindle treating you? I love it. I didn't expect it was going to be what it is. I love the fact that it kind of just stays on without the lights. My favorite part of the Kindle, my favorite feature of the Kindle is the lighting. Because there's like a lack of eye strain. I didn't realize it was this good. Like I knew that there was going to be like not a lot of eye strain, but it's like after looking at it, you can tell that the lights aren't actually behind the screen. They're like on the side of the screen. And you don't necessarily need light for the Kindle to work. So you can turn the brightness all the way down and there's gonna be like zero light. It's like a device with zero light. And I'm like, wait, how does this work? Is this like our Tamagotchis back then when it's just like white and black? Anyways, I thought it was really cool. It's like actual paper. It feels like I'm reading off a book. I should have gotten a Kindle sooner. I should have gotten it maybe like a year ago or 2 years ago before I actually started collecting books. When Kindles were first releasing, my family had one. We always had to fight for it. No, you get one for yourself. Get the paperback one. I heard that one has the paper flipping animations that are included in it. You can turn it off or on. I think the one that I got was like the one that I'm using now is the one that doesn't have it. But to be honest, you don't quite need it. I think the newest versions just has cooler features, but it's like not necessary. It's really you're only using it for reading. You have a Kindle that was basically Amazon's answer to the tablet craze. You can't even buy books through it. Wait, that's not... Wait, hold on. Wait, is that a Kindle? Or is it just a tablet? Is it rude if I ask where you get... No, definitely not. The chat box is actually from Restream. It's the default chat box. Because I multi-stream on both Twitch and YouTube. So Restream actually, it's like, you know, Stream Elements or... What's the other one? Streamlabs. They all come with the overlay. So this is the actual default chat box, yeah. But I added a... If you're wondering about the way it's positioned, I have a plugin called 3D Effects. And you can change the way it's positioned on your screen. So I skewed it. I just thought it looked cooler this way. It's not as defaulted. It doesn't look as boring. And the background is from Menhua. Let me give you the link to their store. They have a booth store. And I'm a sucker for their backgrounds. I love them so much. Let's see, where did my chat go? Here we go. No problem. They probably have a background for every single occasion. And a lot of their backgrounds are dynamic too. Gotta pack and drop some stuff off. Alright, see you later, Clock. It's really difficult to find backgrounds these days because it feels like everybody relies on AI for backgrounds now. But Menhua, you can tell that everything is hand-drawn. There's no weird merging of all the objects. No strange colors. Hi Wasa, good morning sunshine. Good morning. Happy Thursday. Also get back to work before Ark drains my whole battery. No. Not allowed. All the power in your phone belongs to me. %, 5 hours to go. See, I could... I mean, maybe it's good to have your phone readily available in case you do need it later. If I ever stream, I really want to use video game backgrounds. Some of them are so pretty, but copyright and stuff. Yeah. If you're ever able to commission fan works, that would work. And you would only really need to use one. Unless I come here, since I can run YouTube videos in the background. Oh, hello Azu. Welcome to the other side. Yeah, a literal battery. I'm actually draining it. I drain it with my brain. I've got no money. I mean, you technically don't need a background. Streaming can be very, very free. In love with the space art, the one for your Twitter header? I'm glad you like it. My main inspiration from that one was, well, I was doing a little bit of art studying. Read'em, just one of my favorite artists. And they always shine a light on a part of the face. And I'm like, I want to try that. So it was more like an art study. The colors are very private, vibrant. Thanks for the head pat. Oh, Wasa gave me. Oh, you gave me a stretch and hydrate. I'm not hearing the Twitter alerts. I wonder why. telling me that was practice? I'm dying. Technically, all of my artwork is practice. Because every time I create art, I want that piece of art to be better than my last piece. Else I'm never going to improve. That's why you don't really see me stick with a particular style when I'm drawing with my artwork. Everything's slightly different because I'm always aiming to be like, oh, hey, what do I like from this artist? How can I integrate that into my art? Saizen, hello, welcome in. What do I think about Hades? No thoughts, because I don't know what that is. What is it? Cactus? What is Cadis? It looks like that is a word. But it means clever, intelligent, sagacious? Sagacious? Clear thinking? Cunning, crafty, sly. I don't know. Depending on what you mean by Cadis. I can speak from almost 2 years of mini painting and don't improve if you don't practice. Yup. And with any skill. You're never going to improve on anything if you don't practice. Actually, the reason why I stream is to practice talking, because I don't like talking. I still don't like talking. I'm a huge introvert. I used to stutter a lot. I still stutter a lot. You're great at it though. I mean, I know I'm getting better. I still prefer not to. I think like recently as well, I've stopped going to like Discord voice calls with my friends because I'm like, instead of talking, I could be doing something else. Like that. That's always my mindset whenever I think about speaking with people. I'm like, instead of talking with friends, I could be working right now. Like, I'm not shy or anything. I just don't like talking. But it's such a good skill to have anywhere, communication in general. Whether you're working in corporate spaces, whether you're working in the office, or even like outside. I'm like, fine. Fine. I'll do it. That's just self-employment. You start thinking anything but work is time wasting. Yeah. Yeah, honestly. And I guess like streaming gives me an excuse to play games, because outside of streaming, I don't play games at all. I'm like, instead of playing this game, I could be doing something more important. I know it's such a bad mentality to have. Even on weekends, I struggle to find some relaxation time. And I think that's why I read now, because in my head I'm like, I am kind of improving on, you know, building up my vocabulary list by reading. I'm improving on English while I'm reading. But at the same time, in a way, it's kind of like relaxing, so that's why I've been reading a lot more now. You don't think introverts can't socialize, they just don't want to? The thing people usually think about is social anxiety. Yeah, they're completely different things. I get very drained every time I socialize. Like last weekend for me was torture, because like I was originally only planning on visiting my friends or hanging out with my friends for one day. For the Saturday, then things changed. I ended up going out for like 2 days in a row, and I was so exhausted. I ended up going to bed at like 9 p.m. Work hard, remember to play hard. No! I can't play hard. What the frick is playing hard? Welcome back, Clock. Parked in. I'm back for a few. Welcome back. I'm glad you got things done. Not don't want to, but is draining energy too fast, except with someone you really are comfortable with and giving battery instead. Not really. Maybe my cats. Every time I feel exhausted, I go up to my cats, I give them a hug. And I'm like, alright, now I can work again. You're not finished? You can't get my car out, so I need to wait for them to... No! Well, are you able to call them? Did you call them? That sucks. In my experience, I just don't like talking to people like, dude, leave me alone. I think everybody... Okay, maybe Wasa, you're on the right track, because there are some people that are just too overwhelming for me, and I'm like... I just sit there and they just do all the talking, and I'm like, okay. I feel my social battery drain. But there are other people who are like, don't... I think I prefer hanging out with shyer people, or people who are the same as me, who don't like to talk as much. And we're on the same wavelengths. I mean, still there are... It's still fun talking to people that do talk a lot. But I can only interact with them in small amounts. In small amounts. The best way to have conversation is to make the other person talk. That's my hack to conversations. Just keep asking questions. Interview them. Sit them down like an interrogation. What do you do for a living? What is your favorite game to play? What do you do on your free time? I like people who can talk a lot. I just listen. I thought that was me. I thought that was me too. But then after meeting people like that, I was like, I'm so drained. I'm so exhausted. I think a lot of my friends are like that. And I do like hanging out with them. Just in small amounts. But it is nice because I don't talk a lot. So the fact that there is someone beside me who's like, who just keeps yapping, I'm like, alright, you go ahead. What if they start asking the same questions? Well, I guess then you got, I mean, there's a good balance there, right? Ark is introverted? Oh, I'm such a huge introvert. I'm a huge introvert. Like sometimes I'll jump in and talk to people on Discord with my friends. But a lot of times I'm like, yeah, nah. I'm good. You guys can do your own thing. I'm just gonna go home or I'm just gonna be in my room and read. If you guys need me, just ping me. I tend to just yammer on. It's a problem. It's nice though. It's nice if you need someone to listen to. An introvert turned into an extrovert because of my job. Most of my friends are extroverts. I think, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I don't think I'll ever change. Like, if you were to put me in a position where I have to talk, I will talk. But it's just draining. I'm super quiet at first, then become super talkative as I get comfortable with them. I think I'm the opposite. Normally around people that I don't know as well, I tend to put on a front. It's like fake confidence, you know what I mean? I put on a front and I'm like, yeah, I'm a talkative person. But after I get to know them more, I'm like, it's fine with just silence, right? You're okay with me not talking. Because then it's not awkward anymore. If you know them so well, it's like, yeah, you know I don't like talking. We can just sit here. The difference between 2020 clock versus 2025 clock is night and day. I've heard that some people are like I know a friend who is also, they're extroverted, but they have social anxiety. So there's like that too, where like you want to talk, but it's hard for you to talk. Fake it till you make it, yup. That's why I don't like office settings. I don't really like going to work with people. Because it's so exhausting. I'm just like, I'm always pretending that I actually like enjoying talking to them, which I don't. The Comey can't communicate lore. Is Comey an extrovert? Or we don't know. Do it till it makes... Fake it till it makes it... Until you make it work and until it breaks you. Oh! Hello, Lauren. It's been a while. I hope you've been well. Art can communicate, just don't want to. Yeah. I'm okay with the silence. She's 100% introverted. But she wants to socialize, right? It has been busy with long-ass shifts. That's not good. We're getting vacation anytime soon. It is, you know, the season is getting warmer. We're actually feeling spring. I don't know where you are, but where I am, actually starting to feel a little bit like spring. So now would be a good time to just be like, hey, I get a day off. And then you can go out into the woods by yourself and just walk around. Maybe that's just like something that I like doing. Spring. Hmm. $11 hours, 5 days a week. 55 hours? Oh, that's crazy. That does not sound healthy. Well, I hope you are able to get a break soon. I'd say 40 hours is a good amount. I signed a contract for. I think my old boss hated me because I was like purely 9 to 5. I was like, don't talk to me after 5. I told him that. I was like, I'm not answering anything after 5. I don't care. This, like, to be fair, he was like my new boss. My old boss was fine. My old boss is very lenient. I actually learned a lot from him. He was like, yeah, you should really just prioritize yourself over work. And with my new boss, I'm like, no. I do what I want. That's good though. If they want more time with you, they have to pay up. That is true. I guess it really depends on the contract, huh? In my old job, if you were ever 5 minutes over your shift, they cracked down on you for unapproved overtime. You only came in when you were scheduled to. That's good. That's good, right? That's a good thing. There are too many instances. I guess because like my boss is a workaholic, or my old boss is a workaholic. And plus we worked with like EU. We didn't used to work with EU. We were purely like North American. But afterwards we were, and I'm like, I don't care. I don't care if someone in Norway needs me. I'm not gonna answer. Because when I signed up for this job, it was 9 to 5. Not 9 to 8. Not 9 to 7. Not 6 a.m. to 5. Or whatever it is. It is, but it's pretty annoying when I needed to get a project done by a certain date and they weren't giving us enough time to do it. Well, that's a managerial thing, right? You just gotta talk to your manager and be like, hey, we need more time for this. Not the fact that like you have to, you know, work longer hours, but like give us more days to finish it. You didn't give us an accurate deadline. We have to push the deadline. I don't think we've ever actually even met a deadline in our old job. Like we would always make promises and we would never deliver on time. It was a different department that was causing these issues. Oh man. It's also the nature of their work too, right? Like at my old job, we would... it's all software. So everybody knows this. But when you release something, there's going to be a shit ton of bugs. And then when you fix those bugs, there's going to be even more bugs that pop up. We can't actually release anything on time. I hate managers that are like Canto 1 and 2 Dante, good for nothing except for looking important. Yeah. Too often you do get managers like that. Mr. Lapook! Yes, of course you can ask me a question. Worked in maintenance for a housing unit, and the sales rep would always be like, yeah, we can get this room done in a week. Pointing to our room that has no carpet, chip paint, and broken cupboards. No way. Yeah, if they were working like the entire day, 24 hours. I hate it when my boss gives a timeline that's like, oh yeah, for sure, we'll get it done, lickety split, and then the chance of something's coming at the delay is not low. And the people doing the work have different paces. I heard of horror stories from people who worked on housing. One of my friends is an electrician. And like, it just seems like a lot of higher ups don't exactly know what's going on and how the planning's supposed to work. So like, he would send like entire teams to a job site and be like, hey, work on everything, but you can't actually do anything. Say if you're an electrician, you have to wait for things to finish before you're able to go in and do things. So you would just get like 50 people sitting around doing nothing. Should I go to sleep because it's literally 11 p.m. or don't sleep at all? Please sleep. Please sleep. Please. I encourage healthy lifestyles. I encourage sleep. Good for your body. If you feel tired, go sleep. It reminded me of the meme that this building will be done by tomorrow. There's a meme like that? The difference in experience in the ground versus office goons who don't care to understand. Yeah. That's what I think every single office goon should actually go into working in the support team for at least a week and understand what people are doing on the field before they move up to whatever position that they signed up for. You gotta know what the field staff are doing before you're able to do your own job. You have to understand what the company is. What pain points other departments are experiencing. Do you sleep enough, Ark? I do. Normally I do. Yesterday I slept pretty early. And then I woke up at 7. And then I was able to do some chores this morning. It was nice. I wanted to shake my old boss for not having any structure. Everything was always, we'll get it done eventually. He didn't plan anything ever and just let everyone do their own thing. Yikes. Hello, hello, Kazu. Welcome in. Isn't that supposed to be a manager's job? Like the whole point of having a manager is that they should be planning everybody's work. Not necessarily like Scrum Master planning, but still you have to know what everybody on your team has to do. You're managing them, you're managing their time, you're managing their work. That's why you're called a manager. Get enough sleep. English is hard. It is hard. I understand. I'm asleep because I haven't slept in 4 days? Mr. Lapook. Go close your eyes. That shouldn't even have been a question. Yeah, go rest. Good night. Leave. Sweet dreams. How do I cross out my task? Bye-bye. Bye-bye. You do exclamation mark done, and then your task. Or like if it's like cook dinner, it would be like this. Now I'll drip for real. This music makes me sleepy. Drop? Dip? Oh, I can't read. Goodbye, Azu. Can't wait to get home to grind the new Wua patch. Bye bye. Drop by tomorrow again. Alright, bye Azu. What's your favorite type of story? Mine has to be coming of age ones, I think. Ooh, coming of age. I like mystery. Doesn't necessarily have to be murder mystery. Just mystery in general. I like the anticipation. Coming up with theories myself and going like, huh, is this what's gonna happen? Hello, Alfpill. Welcome in. Rom-com. Rom-com is cute. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. I like Scooby. The Scooby, not the movies. The show as a kid. But it was more comedy. I think I like dark mysteries. Red with his unusual affection for traps. And they're just running across the corridor through all of the doors. I remember those scenes. It was in the opening too, right? What's the iconic line that they say? If it wasn't for you meddling kids. Scooby-Dooby-Doo! I like fantasy. Good world building makes me happy. Me too. But sometimes you would find a book that has good world building and it has weird writing. I say weird. I don't want to say bad because maybe some people actually enjoy it. But writing that doesn't really fit in with the fantasy world. Like the Game of Thrones series does it well. Patrick Rothfuss does it well with his books. I like deep stories, the type to have some greater, deeper meaning. Deep stories. Like emotional ones? I honestly can't read emotional stories because I know it's going to make me cry. Because it makes you think and then you're like, oh man, I hate this. I'm very surface level. Game of Thrones, all I could think of is the last season. I didn't even get that far. I got up to season 6. Then people were like, Ark, don't watch it, don't continue. And I'm like, okay, we'll stop here. I like the philosophical type more. What's a book? What's a story that is more philosophical? There was one. There was one book that I thought was really interesting because it was the main character spirals into madness. This is part of, I keep showing Shadow of the Wind, but it's from the tetralogy, the Shadow of the Wind tetralogy. It's the second book, I think. What is it called? Angels of Heaven or something? Let's find out. Carlos Ruiz Zafón is the author. Prisoner of Heaven. It's about an author. The author of Shadow of the Wind. And as he writes the book, as he continues through the story, he starts spiraling until he loses himself. Are those books connected? They are, but you don't have to read them in that order. Because The Prisoner of Heaven, I believe, is the prequel to The Shadow of the Wind. So you could read The Prisoner of Heaven first, and then read Shadow of the Wind. The King in Yellow is a book I really want to read. I recommend it. And I recommended in stream suggestions. The King in Yellow. By Robert W. Chambers. This story will ruin your mind. This is the first YouTube video that pops up. As a collection of short stories. The single greatest book of weird fantasy written in the country between the death of Poe and the rise of Lovecraft. Oh, Lovecraft was influenced by this. Oh, this is interesting. This book would definitely be in the public domain. I heard that one was weird. This is about weird fantasy, so if it wasn't weird, I would be surprised. In the classic field of the supernatural. I like the type of stories where the characters start as naive, arrogant, unskilled, then go through a massive character development and then become humble versions of themselves without losing their personality. The Name of the Wind is a good one. Not The Shadow of the Wind, but The Name of the Wind. Quote, the main character starts off that way. I mean, he is a genius. But I think he goes through a lot. House of Leaves is a book where I still haven't found, since my brain isn't enough. My brain isn't braining enough to understand it. House of Leaves. I love these book suggestions. If you like mystery, you might enjoy it. Ooh, okay, hold on. I'm gonna add this to my list of books to read. This looks really interesting. Wait, I need a synopsis. This book is most often described as a horror story, but the author has also endorsed readers' interpretation of it as a love story. Oh, here it is. Let's find out what this is about. A young family moves into a small home on Ash Tree Lane, where they discover something is terribly wrong. Their house is bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. Wait. I was reading a manga that is like this, and I thought this is... I love the theme. I think this is really intriguing. Of course, neither Pulitzer Prize-winning photojournalist Will Davidson nor his companion Karen Green was prepared to face the consequences of that impossibility. Until the day their two children wandered off and their voices eerily began to return another story of creature darkness, of an ever-growing abyss behind a closet door, and of that unholy prowl which soon enough would tear through their walls and consume all their dreams. Ooh, this is my book. Thank you, Offpill. This is definitely going in my radar. Okay. House of Leaves. Good luck. I'm reading No Longer Human, The Cursed Kings, and Grimgar at the moment. I'm also reading Grimgar. I'm probably 20% through the book right now, the first volume. It's interesting. I did watch the anime though, so some of this stuff is like coming back to me. My house is a TARDIS? Your house is a TARDIS? Hello, Just Farm. Have you guys read A Wizard of Earthsea? It's one of my favorites. Wizard of Earthsea. By the way, Mel, did you like No Longer Human or The Cursed Kings? What if I were to add those to my book list too? Oh, this is fantasy, right? A fantasy novel written by American author Ursula Le Guin. Wait, imagine being named Ursula. Wait, that's so freaking cool. This is a tale of his testing. What? Oh, he mastered the mighty words of power, tamed an ancient dragon, crossed death's threshold to restore balance. Ged, the greatest sorcerer in all of Earthsea. Ooh. Is this going to satiate my hunger for the next book of Name of the Wind? Isn't that a villainous name? Yeah, it is. It's Ursula is the villainous in My Little Mermaid. Wait, in Little Mermaid. I keep thinking like My Little Pony. In Little Mermaid with Ariel. Hello, Senbei. Not read a lot of books, but one I recommend would be the Stainless Steel Rat series. Takes place in the far future and follows the pacifist master thief and what he gets up to. I'm reading a book on a thief too. That seems to be a rather common trope for the main character. For fantasy stories in particular. I didn't really like the one that I'm reading. Maybe I'll take up yours. The Stainless Steel Rat series. Slippery Jim. James Bolivar de Gris, better known as Slippery Jim. That sounds oddly comical. Oh no! Look, it's Slippery Jim! My Little Pony. Earthsea is one of the inspirations for Rothfuss and Sure the Name thing. No Longer Human is weird, like, the main character is really weird. The Accursed Kings is fun to read, the inspiration for songs of Ice and Fire. Oh! Oh, okay, interesting. Okay, maybe I'll read Earthsea, because when I was reading the synopsis for Earthsea, I did think of the name thing. I'm like, that's just quote. But you know, if we're not getting a third book or whatever it was, maybe I'll just read Earthsea. Gotta fill in all those missing gaps. We're never gonna get that ending. One of my favorite moments being where he needs to disguise himself as a disgusting alien. He ended up making it so convincing that other aliens kept hitting on him. Wait. Wait, this is the Stainless Steel Rat series? What is this? Dan da dan? Give me your banana. It sure is. That sounds like a fun read, honestly. Sigma edit joke? I didn't even realize you added that into the into the to-do list. What does that even mean? It means Sigma edit joke. Funny code names. Makes sense. I guess it's like how whenever I make notes, I make jot notes, I never really type out the whole last sentence. It's too long. Or when you search things up on Google, you never type in a whole sentence as the search query. The problem is I do that too and sometimes forget to do the same when talking to people. Forget and do the same when talking to people. You start forgetting words. Like, not when you're speaking it, right? When you're just typing it out. I've had a person do that to me, but like through email. And I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. I am so bad at typing. In what way? Like speed, or is it just accuracy? Or is it communicating your thoughts through typing? I shorten my message and realize it's not a Google search. I had some friends who actually would... I think Singlish in a way is kind of like that, because I had some friends from Singapore and Malaysia. And for me, I kind of just got used to it because I know that sometimes they would shorten their sentences. It's really interesting. I would hear them talk amongst themselves and they would use like 3 different languages in one sentence. Ark speaks English? No, I don't. I have friends who speak English. I went to school with a lot of Singaporean Malaysian people. Aw. I need to learn more languages. French gives me nightmares though. Honestly, that was the whole reason why I stopped learning French too. It also gave me nightmares. It's the the gendered words, you know what I mean? What are they called? Like the un and the une. Like I don't know if the chair is male or female. To me, it's genderless. Can we just use un for everything? Is it une or un? Une chaise? Une chaise? Je ne parle français. Je ne pas parle français. We have that in Spanish too. Oh boy. I'm never taking up Spanish. Chair is female, it's easy. What do you mean it's easy? You have to memorize all of that. Why do you gender chair? That's exactly what I mean. French is like that. It's like depending on... Like every single object has its own gender. If Spanish, Italian, German also has it. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, la I guess. La sila is clearly female. But how do you tell which one car is male? That's all I know. How do you say car in French? Voiture. It's le voiture. God, that's suffering. My school's curriculum kind of killed wanting to learn French for me for a long time. But I think it might be a language I want to learn at some point. Not at the top of the list. Asian languages is easy for me. I don't know why. But I feel like... Actually, I think I know why. It's probably because we share a lot of words in Asian languages. So if you know how to say one thing in, say, for example, in Japanese, you probably know how to say it in Korean and in Chinese as well. The idea for French and Spanish, if it ends in an A, it's probably female. If it ends in O, it's probably male. Oh! Oh! That's interesting. I wonder if French has that. Masculine or feminine, how to tell? Look at the noun ending. Though there are many exceptions, it's best to learn nouns with their gender. Many feminine nouns end with an e or eon or te, tude. Wait, but that didn't work with car because car was... Oh no, that was something else. Voiture. Okay, I understand. So it does... I guess it's the same in French. Like masculine objects, masculine nouns and feminine nouns. Many words are similar, yeah. Welcome back, Locke. Still got a pack, but I can do that later. Do it now! So you don't have to do it now. Take a break. It's something you just memorize with practice. I guess the same goes with, like, English, right? Where you just know how to pronounce a word. Even though it doesn't make sense, English is the hardest language to learn. There's so many exceptions. No! I must wait for an ox stream. Go pack now! Pronunciation is hard in English. It is. I remember someone asking me about a certain word, and they're like, why is it pronounced this way and not like this way like the other words? And I had no explanation for them. I'm like, it just is. There is no rule. Korean is easy to learn. Just the read and write part. It's like alphabet, right? It's alphabetical. That's what I heard from my sister. I think she was learning Korean for a while. I think a lot of my friends know a little bit of Korean. I think it's the K-pop boom. Everybody was like, I'm gonna take up Korean now. More like mathematics, you add things together, you take things away. One character, it's like the top to top left and then top right, and then you go to the bottom of the character and that's how you read it. Something like that. Uncle is genius. Chinese should be like that. I was learning it okay for a while, but I never kept up on it. I wouldn't mind learning Korean. I'm not gonna say it's easy because it's probably not, but like, I feel like the beginning steps of just learning the characters might be pretty easy. I'm taking a break from work. Hello, Luna. We did a lot of talking here. Mao did try to introduce an alphabet-based writing system for Chinese, but failed. It's hard when you're like, let's burn all the books and take away all the education of the entire country and then make them learn new things. It doesn't work that way. I suck at my Chinese. I can't speak it decently, but I can read or write for shit. But I can't. You can't speak it and you can't read or write. Wait. You can speak it, but you can't read or write. Chinese is hard. Chinese is weirdly hard. You can speak it decently. Mine is rusty. For me, I have to, because Ark Mama and Ark Papa, they don't speak a lick of English. That's the only way I can communicate with them is through another language. I struggle with kanji, which is pretty much just traditional Chinese. Yeah. Yeah, they are the same. I was learning Japanese for a while. And there was a time where I would just forget how to pronounce a certain word in Chinese, but I knew how to pronounce it in Japanese. Are you Asian if it's not true to ask? I did mention I speak Cantonese and I do speak a little bit of Mandarin. You can guess based off that answer. I wasn't able to learn Chinese. I'm terrible with note. I couldn't differentiate some. It's weird. There's like accents too when it comes to pronouncing words in Chinese. I think Mandarin has 4 accents or like tonations or whatever you call it, and Cantonese has like 7 or 8. It was just a really big number from what I remember. Greet us in Cantonese, please. Lei ho. You want the Hong Kong pronunciation or do you want the Guangdonghua pronunciation? Cantodian. Because they're both Taiwan. I had a lot of people, a lot of friends from Taiwan too. The only reason I can speak Cantonese is because it was spoken to me as a kid. I didn't learn anything from Chinese class. Oh boy, Chinese class. Hello, Koski. Welcome in. Hello, Nico. Me half Taiwan. Wait, you're half? I didn't know that. Commissar, hello. Hey. I guess it's lunchtime for a lot of you guys, huh? If you already know a pictographic language, another one like Korean or Japanese is a lot easier to wrap your mind around. Yeah, I think so. Stuff like stroke order, like why you're writing it from like top to bottom, or reading it from top to bottom, right to left. Thank you, how's your day been? Somewhat productive. It's good. Did you watch the Nintendo Direct? It was this morning. We were doing that here. Sorry. We were doing that here in chat. There's a lot of interesting games that are coming out. I know more Spanish than any other language. Oh, I read that already, didn't I? There's quite a lot of people in the US who speak Spanish. Technically half. It's easier to say I'm Filipino. That's what your last name is. I always just assumed that you were Filipino. Filipino. Have you watched the new title update? Yeah, I have. I was watching the showcase. They're introducing like Mitsuhine, or what's his name again? The Japanese dragon. That looked cool. I like all of the Palico gear. I'm just waiting for that. Hi, Final Boss. Hello. Welcome in. I guess Spanish must be hard to learn, especially from English. I don't know. Mizutsune? Mizutsune, not Mitsuzune. You're excited for the gathering hall? I'm excited to customize more things. I think Spanish would be fun to learn. Spanish and French. You would think they'd be the same, but they're not really. Spanish is actually the easiest language to learn if you know English. Is it because they share a lot of words? It's a lot easier to wrap your head around. Maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll take up Spanish. When I get bored. And I don't feel like learning Asian languages anymore. Japanese is the easiest to learn if you know Korean. So I should kill two birds with one stone. If I learn Japanese, I could just learn Korean at the same time. You'll probably master every other romantic language before you learn every single kanji. You know, there's a lot of people even in like the normal, you generalize the entire population of like China, for instance. I feel like the default Chinese person would probably only know like half of the entire roster of Chinese characters. Like I don't really think we use a lot, like all of them. I guess same with Japanese. I heard that a lot of Japanese people don't know a lot of kanji either. They know all the common ones, but there's a lot that are uncommon and rarely used. My sign language has deteriorated a lot. Sign language? I think that's also another thing that we should learn. What is this? Someone put a cat on my desk. A cat plushie. This is cute. It was black, so I couldn't see it until now. It's behind my webcam. Defenestrate is rare and very situational. What does that mean? Yeah, I guess it is the same with English. It's always fun watching people do sign language, use sign language when people are in a concert or like in a very chaotic event. Because they try to mimic the emotion the crowds are feeling through the sign language, and I'm like, wow, this person is really into it. What is ASL? Defenestrate is to throw someone out the window. Just say yeet. Oh, that's the American Sign Language. I see. I will yeet you. So much easier to say yeet than defenestrate. I'm glad we have that word now. I'll put it in the Merriam-Webster dictionary. Sign language uses a lot of facial expression to convey emotion since you can't really use tone. It's really cool that way. That Luffy or Senbei jumped on my table. No, it's a plushie. It's a black cat plushie. I don't know where this came from. What is this? You know those void cats that you see? Where the cat's just it's all black and only its eyes are showing? It has these really big round eyes. That's what this plushie looks like. Greetings from Russia. Have a great day. You too. How big is it? It's like smaller than my hand. It's very, very tiny. It's small plushie. I think it's meant to be a keychain. But the chain part is gone. I hung out with my cousin a lot. He can read lips, but he taught me a bunch. The only sign language I learned is how to count to 10. There's like other stuff that I learned in school, but it's been like years and decades. I already forgot them. Kitty stress ball. It is, yeah, you're right. This is definitely the more I squish him, the more distorted his face looks. I'm sorry. I'll no longer squish you. Stay here. Yeah, raising your fingers from 1 to 10. That is exactly what it is. What kind of? Fleshy torture. Good morning, America. Is there an actual radio where they just go, "Good morning, America"? I feel like there should be. Oh, I bought a radio. It was on sale for like $20-something, $25. So I've been putting that on while I work. No more heavy rock music, death metal. Now just listen to the radio. I thought I needed a little bit of variety. I feel like a boomer. Do people even listen to radios these days? Any preferred station? 91.1. That's the jazz radio. You're Swedish. Well, I'm not American, so... Who are you speaking to? Maybe when driving, listen to it on the way to work. Oh, because every car comes with a radio, huh? Well, that makes sense. Jazz is really good to have in the background. I like the radio filter. You guys know what I'm talking about? Like having that crackling? I think it's nice. It's like rain sounds. That's the whole reason why I got it. I was like, this would be really soothing. I listen to a vocal talk station when I do my painting. It's nice having something in the background while you're working. That's why we have to stream. Turns this into a podcast stream. I don't know if I could ever do a podcast. You don't know you're kinda high? You're kidding? Are you sure? Are you sure you're kidding? A podcast time to talk about how to be alpha? Oh no. Not that kind of podcast. I would never. I'm starting to really hate the word alpha. The Omegaverse podcast. Now that's something I can get behind. Crypto, no, but we can talk about the Omegaverse. Even though I'm not into it, I would love to talk about it. With the furries, the Sigmaverse? No, it's just the Omegaverse. We can also talk about fanfics that incorporate the Omegaverse. We can talk about BL that also incorporates the Omegaverse. The Omegaverse! The Omegaverse, Lauren. Like, you know, the alphas, the betas, and the omegas? You don't understand? Oh boy! Let me tell you all about it. I'm kidding. I'm not. When I said, okay, I was gonna say I'm not that into it, but I'm not actually into it. But I have read fiction with the Omegaverse in it, and it's really interesting. Even though it's not my thing. It's like a weird breeding thing with furries. I know, those are from the Bible. If you want to know a generalization of it. Wait, number 3714, good night from South Korea. It's 1:11 a.m. now. I sleep late. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite unless you want them to. Next IRL will be crazy. Okay, no more talk about the Omegaverse. That stays in its own lane. No, wait, you have to learn about it. All you have to know is that the betas are the regular people, and then you have like the alphas and the omegas that are on their own spectrum of things. You can sort of imagine what it's like. I feel like I don't really need to explain any more outside of that. Any good alpha omega smut? I was actually recommended a lot from a good friend of mine who is also really into BL, but I haven't brought myself to read any of it yet. Maybe when I'm bored and I'm like, time to read some furry BL smut that incorporates, you know, Omegaverse breeding, I'll read it. But I think for now I'll stick with the fiction that I have. Concern. We're good. I still have yet to finish my book, Murder Your Employer. It's been a while, it's been almost a year, and I'm still only halfway through it. Nowadays, I try to force myself to read like 1 or 2 chapters a day so that I can actually get through the book and start other books and new books. Definitely sounds like you could do a whole podcast on that. Every single episode we talk about like a part of the Omegaverse. It's like book reading club. Oh, it's gonna be like book club, right? And for every single episode we talk about one series. Oh, this is stupid. Do it, force me to read it. Let me guess, if you're not American, you're Canadian. I am. Wait, that was a while ago. No, it wasn't. It's just now. Yes, I am. I'm from Canada. I speak Canadian. Sorry, yeah, we are American. We're the 51st state of America. What's your thickest Canadian accent like? I actually don't have one. I speak with a New York accent. I speak with a... I don't know what accent I have, but this is definitely not Canadian. Like, not true Canadian. I don't even know how to speak in the Toronto slang. Apparently it's like part Jamaican. The 58th, actually. We do a book study of one Yuri manga per week. We could do that too. We could switch between BL and Yuri. 1 week would be Yuri, 1 week would be BL. That sounds like a good time. We got 5 territories in front of you guys. Wait, you're taking... Each of the territory is one state? Not the whole of Canada is one state? Girls belong with girls, boys belong with boys. Welcome to the Yuri and Yaoi Club. Oh, there's other US territories that are states. When you said territories that aren't states, oh! Wait, what? I didn't know that. So I'll know which week to take off then. Wait, what do you mean? Are you basing your vacations off the Canadian holidays? Canada is going to be a state, or so I've been told. No, it isn't. It definitely isn't. Everybody on the other side of the world are confused. What's going on? Yeah, it's weird things are happening here. Oh, so you know which week to take off for the BL or Yuri conversations. No, we're not gonna have our Yuri BL conversations or podcast. Hopefully that's a joke, right? No! Like, I can speak on Yuri and Yaoi, but I can't talk for like 3 hours straight about Yuri and Yaoi. Because I don't consume so much of that media. Like, I do enjoy it, but there are other people who are better at leading those conversations than me. You prefer the Omegaverse conversation? Wait, but the Omegaverse is part of the Yuri and the Yaoi conversation. It's only a subgenre of it. How pedestrian. Peasant. Nico, you should start a podcast. You can talk about all your OTPs. Like, Alan Walker and Handa Yu from The Gray Man. Kudo Shinichi and Hona. Ma'am, is this stream going to end soon? No. I mean, depending if you want me to end soon, I can end right now if you want me to. It is around lunchtime. I'm just dragging it. I don't like any of these conversations. I'll make you like it. We're gonna have a book channel on my Discord, and all we're gonna be posting on there are BL and Yuri recommendations. Just for you, Clock. I'm gonna give you a specific role so that you get notifications every time we post in that channel. Ma'am, do you play My Side? I've watched someone play it. I watched someone play it, but I haven't played it myself. It doesn't seem like my type of game. It is interesting, though. In your token senior. Clock? What if I said that I'm the token senior? Stop, that's gay. That's the whole point. The whole point is that it is gay. The book section of TikTok is just a lot of smut. It is. It is. You guys should read. What is this called? All the books by Stephanie? Sarah Maas. The Court of Thorns and Roses or something. The Throne of Glass. I have some of her books here. I just haven't really read them. It is muddy. It is spicy. Ma'am, do you like pasta with cheese? That's just macaroni and cheese, isn't it? Or I guess not. But I do. I love cheese. I love pasta. I can't have a lot of it. But I do love it. Is Sarah Maas smut? Actually maybe not smut, but I know it's like heavily in the romance genre. It's supposed to be like young adult fantasy with quite a bit of romance in there. I can't really read all of Sarah Maas's books in one go. Like, you have to take it like a little bit at a time because you guys know me, I don't really like romance. But her books are interesting. I'm reporting you to an adult. I am the adult. You're talking about lesbian smut. Lesbian smut? Actually, I always recommended a book with lesbian smut. Oh, what it was called? Shit, I thought I wrote it down. I'm gonna have to ask for it again. You like smut but not romance? I don't like both. They just go hand in hand. I just like the fantasy aspect of it. Ma'am, are you talking about LGBT? The LGBTs? Talking about lesbians and the gays. I'm like, whatever. I'm whatever with it. As long as fiction is good fiction, I will read it. I like Canada. Please don't become US state. Please. He said please twice. So you're my fellow Commonwealth. I'm from New Zealand. Give me a hug. Hi, Lucy. Let's see. Is there a hug emote here? Here, I'll give you this heart. This is for you, Lucy. Ma'am, are you what? Canadian? Canadian? Is that your question? Yuri and BL manga are usually just shoujo manga, so I'm fine with either. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly it. Like, it's just rom-com at the end of the day. If you like rom-com, you don't care for gender. I don't care for gender. It's just nice romance. As long as the story's good, I'll take anything. I love my say-so BL. The fluffy ones. The fluffy ones are so cute. They're the best. Whenever you want to take a break from your dark stories, your horror stories, just grab a book of say-so BL of fluff. Ma'am, do you visit any haunted places like castle? Like, have I visited a haunted castle? No. I don't like haunted places. I've said this before, but I'm a deer in headlights when it comes to scary things. So if you want me to walk through that castle or the haunted house, anything haunted, I will not be able to do it. As in, like, you're gonna have to put me on a wagon and wheel me through. Or you're gonna have to put me through, like, on... I don't know. You're gonna have to push me. Or pull me somehow. Smut is meant to be sexually explicit though, right? Yeah, it is. Smut is like... It is. I was gonna say something like... something else, but no, yeah. It's sexually explicit. Horror stream when? I don't know. We had one horror stream that I couldn't play because of motion sickness. I can't play horror games that have puzzles in it because I panic too much. Then I can't do the puzzles. And I also can't play horror games that require a lot of running because I can't run. I run into the monsters. I don't run away from them. I see a monster and I'm like, ooh, that's scary, and I do get scared, and I'm like, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on through my head, but I end up walking towards them. When do you get to see me scream in terror? Do I not scream in terror already in Helldivers? Hi Lotus, what a time to join the stream. What a time indeed. You missed all the best parts. We were talking about the Omegaverse. Monster. Attracted to monsters. I'm not attracted to them in like a sexual way, but I find them interesting. You don't know true terror till we get to difficulty 10. I can't wait. Well, I guess Monday we'll be playing more Helldivers. Because I'm taking one day away for something else outside of Tales of Arise. I'm stuck in Tales of Arise. You know what? Yesterday after stream, I was like, I still don't know how to get out of here. And I think the thing is with Tales of Arise, the next stream is also going to be a whole bunch of side quests. So I was thinking maybe on the weekend I'll just play everything offline in my own time. And then on Wednesday we'll get back to the main story. Because all of the rest of the stuff that I'm going to be doing in Tales of Arise is just going to be grinding. And so it might not be that interesting to watch. So on Friday, maybe we can just do a like karaoke stream or something. And then we'll be back. What if I gave you a choice? Visit a haunted place with many people or visit the deepest part of the ocean? That's an easy one. I hate oceans as much as I hate haunted places and haunted houses. But you're asking if I'd rather go with people or go by myself. I'm going to have to pick the first one. Karaoke? Yeah, on Friday. I want to do like one karaoke stream a month. A once a month karaoke. And we didn't have one for March. We had one for February. Did we? I think we had one for February when I came back on vacation. Ocean is a soup? That's a lot of sodium for your body. That's a little bit too much sodium for your body. I mean, technically it is a soup, right? Full of fish piss and fish poop. If you're into that. It's not a soup for me. But it makes sense that it's a soup. You know, regardless. One with live fish in it. Fish decay. There's probably like dead humans in there from a long time ago. Ma'am, are you good at karaoke? I wouldn't call myself good. I do like singing though. Little Nightmares is one that I think would be good for you. It has scenes to see in camera, so no motion sickness. There are chases, but they aren't that much. It's mostly stealth. Where you try to sneak past monsters. I have a personal reason why I don't want to play Little Nightmares. I actually don't think I'll ever be playing that on stream. Personal reason. But yeah, I do think that it might be the game for me. but it would be one that I would just play myself. Humans are walking flesh mecha soup. What? Why are we drinking humans? Should give layers if you're a try. You can't run them you can't run anyway. Some subtle puzzles, item finding. But you're largely enough for the ride. Oh, that was the one that we tried on stream where I got motion sickness. But I could try again. Maybe I'll just have a smaller window and I'll sit a little bit backwards. I have the remastered version. I don't know if I should play the remastered version again. I don't know. Maybe we'll bring it back for some other time. I'll have to think about it. Its main horror aspect is unsettling atmosphere, which is one of the best ways to implement horror. Little nightmares, right? I know it's a popular game. Maybe that's why. One of the reasons why. I like unsettling things. I don't like jump scares that much. I played through the entire Layers of Fear. Honestly, Layers of Fear is my favorite horror game. But back then, I didn't have the motion sickness as I did now. I don't know what happened. Something happened to my body where I was like, I can't do first person anymore. It's a very pretty game despite it being horror. What is your deepest, most fearful nightmare? Are you trying to pry all my weaknesses from me? I will never tell you. What is your deepest, most fearful nightmare? Okay, if it's a physical thing, I am really scared of the ocean. I don't like the ocean. I don't like heights. I don't like falling. I don't like speed. There's a lot of things I don't like. But the ocean has like, it feels like you're falling. Right? It's such a vast space. And you don't know what's in there. I got even more allergic to cats getting older. No! Cats are my favorite. I hope that over time your allergy of cats starts lessening. Have you played Mouthwashing? No, but that's also one of the games that I watched someone play. It was just so popular at the time where I could just be like, let me watch my favorite streamer play it. How's work going? I think I'm pretty much done with all the typing stuff that I need to do. So it's good. We made a bit of progress, I'm hoping. I think so. I have to take a look at this again later on, review everything. But I think I'm done. For the past hour, we've just been chatting. Welcome back, Septimus. The unknown, the mystery, the dark. Yeah, all of that stuff, I don't like it. I also like having control. That's why I don't like speed. I don't like roller coasters. The ocean is extremely dangerous, so I'd be more worried about getting dragged under by currents than anything in the ocean. See, everything about the ocean is scary. I even forgot about the currents, but you're right. Like, not just the weird sea creatures, but it's like the currents as well. I think I should probably get back to working too. Maybe we should end stream here. The fear of the known or the fear of the ocean? What depth inside the ocean? That's like the same thing for me. The fear of the unknown. The ocean is the unknown. Anyways, thank you guys for hanging out. It is lunchtime. Very hungry. I'm very hungry. Well, tomorrow, if not Tales of Arise, we can do karaoke. Very impromptu karaoke. I didn't really think about it too much. I just thought about it now. I'm like, what do we do? What do we do besides Tales of Arise? But we haven't had karaoke in a long time, so maybe it's that. Okay. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys rest well. Have a wonderful Thursday. One more day until this week is over. Isn't that crazy? See you later. See you later too, TIE Final Boss. Right. Bye-bye. Can't take my eyes off you. That song? I have to learn it. Again. You remind us of passing time. Really?